The year is 69 AD. Rome is on fire, metaphorically speaking. The empire is tearing itself apart in what historians now call the Year of the Four Emperors. It's a year of chaos, bloodshed, and shifting allegiances. A brutal power vacuum left in the wake of Emperor Nero's disastrous reign. After Nero's suicide, a man named Galba seizes the throne. At 71 years old, he's a veteran politician, a man who should have known better. But power, as it often does, corrupts his judgment almost instantly. Instead of securing his position by building loyalty, Galba does the exact opposite. He refuses to pay the bonuses promised to the soldiers who supported him. He begins executing soldiers and senators on mere suspicion, without trial. He alienates the very legions that put him in power, especially the powerful Praetorian Guard, the emperor's own bodyguards. In just a few short months, Galba transforms from a potential savior of the state into a hated tyrant. His support base crumbles into dust. And in the Roman world, when an emperor loses the army, he loses everything. Seeing this weakness, a rival named Otho, a former governor and one-time friend of Nero, makes his move. He bribes the disgruntled Praetorian Guard, promising them the rewards Galba denied. The Guard proclaims Otho emperor, and he begins his march on the heart of Rome, on the Forum itself. News of the betrayal spreads like wildfire. Panic grips the city. The common people, who have no love for the stingy and cruel Galba, begin to riot. The situation is spiraling out of control. Galba, old and frail, is carried through the streets in a litter, a type of portable chair. He intends to confront the rebels, to appeal to the people and the remaining loyal troops. He is surrounded by his personal guard, a cohort of soldiers tasked with protecting his life. As they move through the Forum, the scene turns from chaotic to terrifying. An armed mob, loyal to Otho, surges toward them. The air fills with the sounds of shouting, the clash of steel, and the screams of the terrified. This is the moment of truth. This is when loyalty is tested by fire. For the soldiers guarding Emperor Galba, the calculation is simple. Do they fight and die for a despised, doomed old man? Or do they save their own skins? One by one, then in groups, they make their choice. They melt away into the crowd. They abandon their posts. They leave their emperor completely exposed, a lonely old man in a chair, facing a wave of assassins. His reign is over. His life is measured in seconds. But wait, not everyone ran. Amidst the chaos and betrayal, one man stood his ground. His name was Sempronius Densus. He was a centurion of the Praetorian Guard, a man whose name would have been lost to history if not for what he did next. While everyone else fled for their lives, Densus drew his pugio, his dagger. The historian Plutarch tells us that he shouted at the attackers, rebuking them for betraying their emperor. He positioned himself between Galba's litter and the advancing mob, alone. Imagine the scene. A single soldier, clad in Roman armor, facing down dozens, maybe hundreds of his former comrades. He is the last line of defense, the final barrier between his emperor and certain death. We don't have a blow-by-blow account of the fight that followed. We don't know how many men he cut down before he was overwhelmed. We don't know if he fought for 10 seconds or for several minutes. The chaotic records of history are silent on these details. But we know this: Sempronius Densus did not retreat. He did not surrender. He did not waver. He stood firm, a solitary rock of loyalty against a tide of treachery. He fought with everything he had, buying his emperor a few more moments of life. Ultimately, he was cut down. The mob surged past his body and brutally murdered Galba. From a practical standpoint, his sacrifice was pointless. He didn't save the emperor. He didn't change the course of history. Otho became emperor, though he himself would be dead within 3 months. continuing the cycle of violence. So why do we remember Sempronius Densus? We remember him because, in a world of political maneuvering, betrayal, and self-preservation, he chose something different. He chose honor. He chose duty. He chose loyalty, even when it was a lost cause, even when it cost him his life. The historian Tacitus, who despised most figures from this era, singled out Densus for his incredible bravery. He stands as a powerful symbol of unwavering commitment. His last stand wasn't for Galba, the man, who was frankly unworthy of it. It was for the ideal of the office he held, for the oath he swore. It was a testament to the fact that even in the darkest of times, one person's integrity can shine through the ages. Sempronius Densus was Rome's last loyal soldier, and his story is a reminder that some principles are worth dying for. Thank you for watching. If you found this story of incredible courage as fascinating as I did, please hit that like button and subscribe for more tales from the annals of history. We'll see you in the next one.